my glasses are like dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. Oh my goodness, guys, I have missed you so much. So we got a lot to unpack here. As you can see from the title, I got COVID again. So before we get into that, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Anna Cache. If you are new here, I am 20 years old, a content creator and college student. I do daily vlogs, I do travel vlogs, and we just have a good time on this channel. So if you want to see some more of that, stay tuned, subscribe down below, and turn on those post notifications. So realty, guys, it's just so much to unpack. I just want to have like a little sit down chat with you guys because I missed you guys, and I haven't been uploading a lot recently, and that's because I've been working and then I got sick and it was just so much going on. I tried to upload here or there, but you know, it's been a lot going on and I wanted to stay consistent with you guys, so I'm gonna try to give you content. I do have plans to hang out with my friends this summer, and I'm gonna film all that, vlog all that, and we're gonna have such a good time. And there's just so much going on in my life, like adulting wise. I have been on the move doing a bunch of big things. I can't wait to describe it to you guys. I'm so freaking excited. I'm like so smiley right now because I missed you guys. But alright, so boom, I have COVID. Well, technically we'll see in a second. I have a home test sitting over there to see if I'm still contagious, to see if I'm still positive, whatever. Alright, so boom, let me just start with how I got COVID this time around. So I got COVID this time around because my brother got COVID. My oldest brother, he came over on Mother's Day. He said he just had allergies. He just wasn't feeling that well. And we were like joking about it. We're like, ew, you got that stuff. Stay away from me. But next thing you know, I actually got COVID. At first, I woke up on Tuesday morning and I felt like kind of sick. And I'm like, my throat's just scratchy, you know, maybe it's just allergies. But I'm like, he also said it was just allergies. And at this point, we already knew he had COVID. And so we were like, it's probably just safest to like, you know, take it easy. Don't be around too many people. Just isolate ourselves, whatever. So I started off by isolating myself and monitoring my symptoms because I did like responding to emergencies in high school. I've always been a caretaker. I know how to do things like blood pressure checks and what to look for when you're sick and stuff. So, you know, my phlegm or whatever wasn't changing colors. My heart rate wasn't racing too fast. I wasn't really getting a fever or anything. So I'm like, okay, it's allergies. And then I woke up on Wednesday, which is the day I had to go to work, and I was like, I'm not feeling too hot. I already had texted my manager the day before that I was like, hey, I woke up not feeling too good, so I'm just letting you know now to keep somebody on standby just in case I don't feel good the next day. The next day I didn't feel good, so I told him I wasn't coming in. Very responsible of me, you know. But I ended up not going to work, and I'm like, okay, if I don't feel good again tomorrow, I'm going to go to the doctor's. So the next day I woke up, I didn't feel good as well either, and I started to like, at this point I was doing like night sweats, but other than like the night sweats, I was like, you know, fatigued. I was sleeping a lot. But my diet, like my appetite was normal. Everything else seemed to check out, you know, besides like little fevers at night, and besides me feeling fatigued and obviously having like a very scratchy throat, everything seemed normal. So we go to the doctor, me and my mom, the next day because she was also feeling symptomatic. And I'm like, okay, at best I probably got the flu. She probably got COVID because she was coughing and stuff. I wasn't doing all that, but also I am vaccinated, for you guys that didn't know. No, originally when I first got COVID, I wasn't vaccinated. I was on the fence about being vaccinated, but I ended up just going to get it because life, and it was a requirement for a lot of things in the next chapter of my life. So yeah, anyway, moving back on. So we go, we get tested. It takes like a day for the test results to come in, but the next morning I wake up, I look online, and we test positive, both of us. So I'm like, dang, I got COVID. Like, I really got COVID. And at this point I had developed a little sneeze, like not a little sneeze, it was a sneeze. Like it was a sneeze, that the type of sneeze you sneeze and they bring you down to your knees. Like I was over, every time I would sneeze, my whole system would just restart. Like Microsoft reset. Like it was bad. It wasn't terrible, to be quite honest. It was just like the sneezes were annoying, and I would sneeze like 5 times in a row. It was just very, you know, uncomfortable. But after I tested positive, I made sure that I didn't come into contact with nobody. I tried to isolate myself. I didn't leave the house. I definitely quarantined for my mandatory 5 days at minimum. If anything, I've probably been on quarantine for like 7 days or so. But I quarantined myself and I texted my manager that I wouldn't be able to come in. And yeah, now we're here. So let me just go into details about like what's been going on with me in this COVID, right? So we got it from my brother. Me and my mom are COVID twinsies. She still has it. She's still positive, whatever. Who knows if I have it. We'll see in a second with this test. So yeah, I got COVID. And I did have COVID before. The first time I ever had COVID was 2019. November 2019 to be exact. And I know like that was very early COVID. Like at the time it was whispers of, oh, some like virus going around, but nobody really knew exactly what it was. And I remember being sick winter break. It was the last day of school before winter break, and I was like, everybody kept on saying, oh, you don't look too well, you don't look too well. I'm like, I don't feel too well. I wasn't even gonna cap and say like I'm fine. No, I didn't feel good at all. I felt terrible. I felt like I had to get hit by a truck. I felt like I was like gonna pass out. Walking up the stairs was like, oh my goodness, it was taking me out. I felt terrible. I couldn't eat. I was sweaty. It was bad. And everybody knew something was wrong, but I was just, you know, I was like, it's the last day of school before break, so I wanted to thug it out. So I stayed the entire day of school. When I went home, I immediately fell asleep. Now, so many like red flags are going off in my mind because I'm like, I never lay my day clothes on. Like right now my sheets and covers are in the washer. So I don't lay my day clothes on. I knocked out that day. I just didn't feel well. And my brother he wasn't feeling well at this point already. He had just got home from college. Next thing you know, we go to the doctors because it's getting pretty serious. Both of us are like coughing pretty hard. It hurts. We're in so much pain. So when we get to the doctors, we get tested for flu. What they predict it is, it's November, it's pretty cold outside, you know. But the flu tests come back negative. They're like, that's interesting. Well, we don't really know what it is. And at the time, again, nobody really knew too much about COVID. It was just little whispers at this point. And it didn't come out until like a month or two later that, you know, COVID was really here, really active, whatever. But I'm pretty sure that was the first time I experienced it because I had all the symptoms that usual COVID people have, and it lasted for at least like a week and a half, 2 weeks. It was bad. Only this time, it was so much worse. I mean, it was it was so much better. Being vaccinated, I just feel like, ooh, I feel so much lighter. It happened a lot quicker. It felt like having a little cold and being, you know, put down for a little bit, and then you're fine. I literally feel perfectly fine. My energy is back up. I'm really happy, whatever, but I feel fine. And that's really great to know that the vaccine actually is doing its job. And I was so hectic. I was so nervous about getting it the first time, but like, honestly, it's helping me. So, but for those of y'all who do have COVID, a little tip that I'll keep in mind is try to keep everything sanitized and try to keep yourself hydrated. That's really important. Really, all I did the entire time of having COVID, I've been down, like I said, since Tuesday. I haven't gone to work. I haven't left the house. I have just showered and rested. Every 3 to 5 days, no, about every 3 days, I would go around my room and wipe things down with a sanitizing wipe because germs, you know, wipe your doorknobs, wipe your light switches, wipe high traction areas. For me, that's like my diffuser, my charging dock, my nightstand, you know, wiping everything that my laptop, my phone, you gotta wipe those off. Because all that fluid and yucky germs and stuff is getting everywhere. So yeah, everything has to be wiped off and sanitized. And I did a final sanitize last night, and I washed my covers and stuff to get rid of all the COVID, because COVID can live on surfaces, I think, for up to 7 days. So doing all of that is going to ensure that now that I'm feeling better, I won't get re-sick, because you can definitely get re-sick, and I don't want to go through that again. I have already been out of work long enough. And speaking of work, here's the issue I have with jobs and the whole COVID thing going on, as well as schools. I've been hearing a lot about like kids in college or whatever, they get COVID and teachers are still expecting them to finish assignments and exams and things. Like, I understand the world still goes on, but like, geez, like, it really is concerning to see that when the world is treating their sickest and their eldest, whatever, like terribly, that is just rude. That's evil. That's cruel. It's inhumane. Like, all right, so I told you guys I took off work, whatever, and my job already was like short-staffed. So for me to take off, you know, and I was getting really good at learning everything. It was kind of, I guess, hectic. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it was hectic because somebody got fired while I've gone. I'm still checked into the group chat or whatever. So I don't know what's been going on there, but he literally contacted me yesterday and was like, yeah, so COVID, you only need to quarantine for 5 days. I'll see you this weekend. I said, sir, because I had took off this entire week to make sure I didn't have it in my system anymore, to make sure I was ready to go and I was good. But he really just said like, yeah, I'll see you on the weekend. I know how long COVID lasts. I know how you should be feeling. Like, what if I still was feeling yucky? That's just rude to me. And he booked me outside of my availability. But that is for discussion for a different video, because jobs need to come correct. They need to respect people's boundaries. They need to take this COVID thing seriously. Like, people have long-lasting effects. And it's not fair that just the world expects you to come back 100% and just continue to do what you do. And I feel like that mentality, my tongue is getting all twisted. And I feel like that mentality that society places on people of just like, you know, the world continues and you need to get right back to it, is the reason why I'm feeling like a little bit of anxiety. And like, I feel like I have to play catch up. I haven't been to work since Monday of last week, and I worked that one day. So this next paycheck is literally about to be like change. And for some reason in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I have to work more shifts. I have to work more hours. I have to make more money. No, I don't. Luckily, I am in a financial situation where I could afford to miss that week and a half, because I've saved up enough money that it's not going to kill me to take a little break. And I don't have to play catch up. I don't have to do a bunch of extra shifts to make up the money that I lost. Because technically it was never mine to lose. It was just I didn't work those shifts. And I feel like that was God telling me that I needed a break and I was working too hard, and it just gave me more perspective. And I do feel bad for those people who do feel like they have to play catch up after having COVID. I have to get back to these assignments. I have to get back to this job. Because not everybody does have the luxury of having a savings or being able to multitask and easily catch up with assignments, whatever. And it is really rude that people expect you to just jump back into things. I feel like personally teachers should like excuse all the assignments during that time that you were sick, because that just makes sense. Like, obviously I couldn't complete it because I wasn't feeling well, and now I have to play catch up and then do what everybody else is doing as well. That's just not fair. At least extend the deadlines or something. But yeah. Pretty much that's what's been going on with me. Okay, first and foremost, it said don't wait until 30 minutes because that'll be too long, but it's been 20 minutes, so let's check this home test and see what it says. You see it? I don't want to turn this over, but I'm gonna turn it over. Big red line. So that line on the C means that I am negative, which means I don't got COVID no more. I feel great. I'm so excited. Which means I was out today, not gonna cap, but I did have a mask on and I made sure I kept my distance just to be safe. But to know that I'm actually not positive for COVID anymore means I can go out. I haven't seen Dr. Strange. I gotta see that. I can throw this away now. But yeah, that feels great to know. That was my experience with COVID. This video was all over the place, but I just wanted to like literally just have a girly chat, sit down with you guys and like just chit chat with you guys, because I miss talking to the camera. And I was like, let me get some content out there and kind of let you guys in on what's been going on with me and why I haven't been uploading. And on another note, because I might do this as my next video or not, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I have recently made a really big girl purchase, and when I say really big girl purchase, it was very expensive, couple Ks, and I can't wait to show you guys what it is. I can't wait to just do some videos and content based on that. It's really exciting. What's like a little hint for you guys? Just know you'll see me in a different environment soon. I don't know how to explain that, but like, yeah, I hope they gave you a little something, but it's so cool. I love it, and I'm very excited. I'm very happy and very proud of myself that I am able to do things like this, and just expect that content on the way. new things, new exciting chapters in our life are coming to. And I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video that was all over the place. Please stay safe. Please sanitize. Please be honest with yourself and with your friends and family. If you don't feel well, try to make sure you immediately go get tested, because it can be as simple as y'all eating the same item, y'all being too close to each other while they sneeze, and now you sick. And I don't want that for anybody, because COVID is no joke, and it does cause long-term effects, and it does have lasting impacts on your mental health, your physical health, and I don't want that for anybody. So stay safe, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, subscribe, and like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.